Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the shop. Tonight we're going to look into a little 4.5-inch angle grinder that's not running right to see if we can fix it. All right, here's the grinder. It's a Craftsman 4.5-inch 6 amp, but it's not running quite right. When I was working on the trailer, it got to running really rough, almost like a bearing was out in it or something. So we're going to take a look at it and see what's wrong. I'll kind of give you a deal here. Hear that? It just vibrates really bad in the handle, but I don't think it's a bearing. So I'm thinking maybe brushes. So we'll tear into it and see if it's the brushes or not. All right, it looks like this is put together with a Torx type screw. And it looks like the back of the handle comes off. Looks like 4 screws, so we'll jump right into it. Take these out. We'll just put them screws on this rag right here so they don't roll around. Okay, got those out. Something to stick in there and help split that apart. Breaking loose. Okay, she's loosening up. Been quite a few years since the last time I replaced the brushes. That's the lock. I'll lose that little spring. Set that over there. There we go. And there's the brushes right here. And then there's the other one. Kind of flip up this little clip right here and slide that brush out. Let that clip fall back down in there. The brushes look fairly good. I don't know if they're hung up or what, but it looks like quite a... Okay, let me get an air hose over here and I'll blow all that out. Looks like drywall dust or something on that. All right, I've blown it off. And I can look right down in here and I can see there's something in there that's looks like some kind of wire or something, I don't know. And I'm thinking, I think I can pop this back part off and see what's down inside there. So I'm going to get a little tiny screwdriver here. It looks like a little kind of clip right here of some sort. Well, let me work on that and I'll see how I can get that off. All right, I got this end unit off. It just had these two plastic clips. I had to reach in there and lift those off. So I got that off okay. Now here, when I turn the blade, I can see right here that this bearing is moving, so it's a bad bearing right there. So I'll have to tear this apart and see about getting that bearing out of there. I'll take this motor body off and get in the back of that. Okay, looks like this motor body's held on with the same kind of Torx screws. So we won't have to worry about getting them mixed up. Take these, looks like 4. Let me get this guard off of here. Let's see, Phillips screwdriver. Way. Okay, now we should be able to slide that right off the shaft. Yeah, what I could see in the see if you can get up there. See right there? Those little wires? That's the cage that holds on the back of this back bearing. So now we'll see if we can get that off of there. The rest of it looks pretty good. All right, let me get that set up in the vise and I'll see if I can tap that bearing off. All right, I got her chucked up in the vise there now. I don't need to worry about hurting that bearing. So we'll just kind of tighten that up. Take a punch. Keep this from falling on the floor. Keep giving her a try. Might have to throw a little heat on the end of that bearing just to get it to expand a little bit. I don't want to get into my brushes where the brush rides on there. Okay. There's the outer bearing. Yeah, all the balls were gone in all the ball bearings were gone in it. So I may have to, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get that out of there, to be honest with you. See if I can grab a hold of the middle of that. There, she's moving. Yeah, see, it's just almost come off. I'm just trying to keep that from dropping down and breaking something else. There we go. Okay. So the bearings off of that, all nice and clean. So it was a bearing, tail bearing. All right, now that it's all apart, there's the bad bearing, went right in here. I'll go ahead and slide this back together so I don't lose the parts, and we'll take the model number right off the label here. So I actually think I got this from the Sears rebuild that so it was used when I got it, and I've had it for 20 years. I think I've put 2 sets of brushes in it, and this is the first time the bearing, so pretty good deal. So we'll just kind of get this all back together so the parts don't get lost, and then we'll go look that number up. Alright, I got everything put back in the box so that I won't lose any parts to it. Mark the switch how it went in, and we'll go ahead and write this number down and take it in, go to probably Sears Parts Direct, and look up that Sears number on there. So, alrighty, next time we get back together, we'll have our parts, or this will be junk, I guess. So we'll see you then.